Good morning, Playhouse of the Morning, 194. This is the Love Doctors.
Doctor, give me the news. I got a bad case of loving you. No pill's gonna cure my ill. I got a bad case of loving you.
When it comes to matters of love and tenderness, you can always submit these on the Beyond the Playhouse page at 194.com, and we'll tackle them a time or two a week here on the show. Love Doctors, you are the love gurus. I've been seeing a guy for about 6 months. This is my first relationship in a few years, and I don't know the rules of dating. In my head, I think of us as a couple, but we never actually talked about it. We act like a couple. We do everything that people in somewhat serious relationships do. We go out, we spend a lot of time together, and it seems like we basically live together. But he's never said anything that indicates that we are or are not exclusive. I want to have all the what are we and where's this going talks, but I don't know if that's the answer. Do people really just say that to someone? There's nothing wrong with this relationship. It's comfortable, and I really, really like him. I just don't know how to know where he stands with me without blatantly asking. Do I just blatantly ask?
Yes. If you're wondering, you just have to ask. And it's 6 months. Definitely that is long enough for you to say, hey, I'm just wondering, what would you say?
What are we doing here?
Yeah. And I'm sure if it's 6 months, I have a feeling you guys are. And maybe he's just even nervous to ask you.
Yeah, it's a weird conversation to bring up. It's an unnatural thing to say because you're not in a lot of situations where you'd ask that question other than that. But you eventually have to if you don't know.
And once you ask, like, it's going to be weird, but he'll answer and you'll feel better. Whether he says, oh, well, I'm dating other people too. Then at least you know where you stand, and then you can make that decision. Oh, well, that's what you're doing. Well, then, I don't know if I want to see you anymore, and you can kind of decide for yourself. Or maybe he said, honestly, I thought we were a couple.
Yeah, and you just have it. He'll probably just confirm you're dating. It seems silly, but he will.
Or you put it off for another week. Is he going to invite you to Thanksgiving?
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
That does indicate a lot. He might introduce you. This is my girlfriend kind of thing. Yeah. That's not a bad idea either if you don't want to have the conversation. Love Doctors, you're on the Love Gurus. I really want to be in a relationship, but I don't want to be in a bad one that is miserable. I've been there and I've done that. So I've been dating quite a lot lately, and I met a guy that's full of possibilities. He's good looking, he has a great job, and he talks about how much he loves his family. It's great science. Here's the thing, though. We went to a restaurant recently, and it was actually really, really great. It was a wonderful experience. But when the server came around to ask us how everything was, he started to complain about a bunch of really little stuff. She felt horrible and didn't know what to do. And then the manager ended up coming and basically knocked the bill down to almost anything and even gave us some free drinks and a free dessert. I asked him, what is going on? Was it really that bad? And he said, no, I just know this place is really generous with the freebies if you complain. I used to be a server, and it really rubbed me the wrong way. Is this a red flag or a deal breaker?
I think it's a red flag. And it's something, if you like him for everything else, but that's the thing that's bothering you, you explain it to him. Say, I've been a server before, and you're getting a good deal. You're getting a free dessert and a drink. So good for you. But then say, I know how that server felt when you complained about things like that. It's not fair just for your own benefit to complain about things that are not even bothering you to get something free, and tell him that, and maybe he'll look at it differently, and he hopefully won't do it anymore.
And that's somebody's job, right? If it was anything that had to do with her or, is the person preparing the food, they end up having a conversation with somebody about that. So that's kind of sketchy too.
Yeah, I don't like that he's doing that just for free stuff. So I think you should have a conversation with him no matter what. Just that was not okay for him to do.
I think it would probably be a deal breaker for me, but I don't hate the idea that you have of just kind of calling him to the carpet on it first and see if he adjusts his behavior. If he's you talk about that and he's no, that's just what I do. Well, that probably tells you what kind of person you're dating.
Yeah.
Also.
I would say I would never want to go with you to that restaurant.
Definitely not that restaurant. Yeah. If any, Love Doctors, you are the Love Gurus. I'm writing this. And I know that you're probably going to have something negative to say, but I'd like you to hear me out. Cheating on my wife makes me a better husband. I know it sounds absolutely crazy, but it really does. Every time I spend time with another woman, I end up feeling terribly guilty. Best husband ever. My guilt is the ultimate motivator for me to be great to my wife. I'm more affectionate. I'm more patient. We never argue. We never do anything nasty towards each other. I pick up more around the house. I cook more dinners. I do more grocery shopping. I'm just a better husband. I've been married for 7 years, and for the last 3 years, I've known that this is the key to me being the ideal husband. And she compliments me constantly. What did I do this summer? I built a deck. This winter, I'm going to finish our basement. And it's all things that she wants done that I'm only finding the motivation for. And I'm finding her first because to make any sense that cheating on my wife would make me a better husband.
It's the fact that you're cheating on her and you feel guilty, so now you're doing other things to be a better human. That's not okay. Absolutely not. I don't care that you're being a better husband out of your own guilt. That's so ridiculous.
I'm pretty sure if you said, hey, honey, so here's my story that I just shared with Y94, but then also, would you rather I finish the basement or I don't cheat on you? I think she would probably pick the not cheating thing.
100%.
And it's not really making you a better husband because you're still cheating on her to get those results. What would make you a great husband is if you were not cheating on her and doing those things.
Exactly. I just think, you cannot continue to do this.
Well, and so even if you were to just stop then, I feel like this woman deserves a conversation. Hey, for the past 3.5 years, I cheat on you, and that's why I clean the house more often, and I built that deck, and I'm going to finish the basement because I feel like a guilty turd, and it makes me more productive.
That is just so ridiculous. Yeah, you have to have a conversation with her. Should you even be in this relationship? Probably not. No.
Yeah, I don't see anybody that would really defend that. Now, if you guys had an open relationship or something, and she knew what was happening, and you always still felt kind of weird when you'd go out and do those things, but she knew it was happening, and then that you came back and you were great. Okay, that's a different game plan, though, because that's different rules. You guys have agreed on this. She knows what's going on. In this instance, she has no idea that's happening.
Yeah, exactly. It's different. She has absolutely going on. You're lying behind her back, and you're being a good husband, yes, but for the wrong reasons.
The only thing I will credit you with is you obviously got really good time management. Because you're able to have all these relationships and clean the house and grocery shop and build a deck. Nicely done.
Doctor, give me the news. I got a